I'm sorry, I can't hear you, sir.
I'm going to ask you again. Not here, go to the sidewalk.
Not where, what?
This is private property.
Who owns this property?
The corporation here. I'm going to ask you to go to the sidewalk.
Dunkin Donuts has asked me to leave?
Yep, absolutely. Go to the sidewalk.
They have asked you to leave, me to leave?
Sir?
They have asked me to leave, sir? Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
you're not lying to me.
Nope.
The manager?
I already spoke to the manager. They don't want this here. If you need to do
They don't want what here?
You have you're perfectly fine to go to the sidewalk. And
What
that's what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm going to ask you once. Please get off this property and go to the sidewalk.
Otherwise what? Otherwise nothing?
You may be subject to arrest, so I'm going to ask you again. Please.
Is someone...
This is private property, okay? And it's part of this. This is not public.
I'm trying to figure out who owns this, because if they own this, then you would need a complaint from Subway,
Okay,
Little Caesars, UPS, that sports store,
Okay,
the West Suburban Bank,
I'm not gonna argue
Burger
with this.
King.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. This is private property. If you want to go do your cause, please move to the sidewalk. Okay? Thank you.
Officers, we are asking you to be consistent. We're asking you to protect the children down the street. We are asking you to stand up for the children being murdered down the street. 93% of trisomy 21 children, also known as Down syndrome children, are being murdered down the street, gentlemen. While you stand on the roof and collect money for these same born children, you will stand idle while they are murdered. They are torn apart piece by piece 7 miles from here. Please, gentlemen, we thank God for the police. But gentlemen, you're being inconsistent. No, I don't, sir.
That is so far from the law. Do you understand that you actually have a responsibility, officer? That you've been ordained by the city of Aurora to uphold the Constitution, not to destroy it? Do not stand up for the least of the children.
He's violating the city ordinance for the noise violation.
No, I'm not, ma'am.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You can be heard for more than 75 feet, so you're violating the city ordinance.
No, I'm not, ma'am.
That's more than 75 feet.
And the other thing,
No.
you're going to move the sign. You can't set it down. You got
Is that a law?
Yes, it is.
What's the ordinance number, sir?
I can get that, but
If you would, I'd
I
appreciate
don't want to
that.
argue with you. I'm asking for your
Sir, you have
cooperation.
lied to me from over there to here, sir. I would appreciate you doing your job. There's babies being murdered down the street. You should go down there and tend to them.
Can I have you move your sign? I'm asking you as a person. Whatever you got to do your thing, but please move the sign.
Why?
Because it's a violation.
If I'm breaking the law, I'd like to know.
Well, I'm going to call for a ban for both of them for the city violating the city ordinance.
You know what, ma'am? Do you hear the music?
Yeah, I'll come in.
Ma'am, do you hear the music? Do you hear that?
Okay.
Do you hear that? Sir, do you hear that? Do you hear that? Do you want to show some consistency? Would you like to show some consistency? What you're showing right now is, this is perfect evidence, ma'am, of you suppressing free speech, ma'am.
Okay, here's what I'm going to ask you to do.
Do you understand what you're about to do? I would tread very lightly, officer.
Sir, what I'm going to ask you to do is move your sign from the parkway. We can't have that sitting there. You're welcome to hold it. That's perfectly fine. And we're going to go over there.
Can you tell me what ordinance that is?
I can. I'll look into it and I'll get right back to you.
All right, I'll pick it up.
But can I have you do that?
If you come back with that ordinance,
okay.
If you don't come back with the ordinance, I'm going to put it right back.
Okay, I have to go research it. So
Okay,
give me a minute.
okay, I appreciate
And
that.
the other thing I'm
Okay.
asking you, could you not do a loudspeaker thing? That's my request.
If you don't harass us for standing over there, I won't do the loudspeaker. If you tell them to turn that down,
Ultimatums here.
I can't let you stand over there
Well,
because
seeing as the loudspeaker actually isn't illegal,
It is.
No, it's not.
It's a violation
it's
of the
only
city
illegal
ordinance.
if you're promoting a product or business. We already looked up the laws.
Okay, can you quote that? Can you quote that law?
yeah, it's number 29
Number 29.
in the noise loudspeaker.
29-what?
20-1.
20-1. I had a
5-1.
So So
My phone freezes. But yes, we do have it actually. My phone freezes, go figure.
okay, really, we don't want to be
Technology.
argumentative about
That's
this.
what it is,
But can I have you pick
technology.
your
We
sign
u-
up?
we used to
and
print
can we
these
have you
things
step
up,
down
you
on the
know?
loudspeaker? That's all I'm asking.
Right.
Okay.
If you're going to tell me to it, I'd like you to show some consistency, just like you stand down. And it's a good thing. You officers are standing up for the Special Olympics. But as soon as I stood over there and started talking to the folks over there, they cranked up the music. And obviously, we're beyond 75 feet, and they actually need a permit for theirs, whereas I don't. Okay, my protection right now is covered under the U.S. Constitution, my First Amendment. Theirs being on yes, it is, ma'am. It is.
Okay, well, we're going to look at that. So this is what I'm asking you.
And Loud's, you know, your opinion.
Right.
Here's what we're going to ask you to do. Tone it down. Take your sign off the parkway.
Will you?
And go about your business.
Okay.
We're going to go about our
Okay.
business. Okay.
Will you guys come out tomorrow to Planned Parenthood with us and stand?
I'm working, sir. I don't do that.
Would you, Officer Groom?
Do your job and arrest a murderer?
No.
You won't? So you believe it's okay to shred and
No.
and tear
But
apart
I'm
children?
not here for public opinion or to talk to you.
Well,
about
sure
my-
you are. You're here to uphold justice, right?
No.
Is it just to tear apart a child?
So we're not going to
and
be
murder?
I don't want to get drugged into a
By the way,
debate about
he was
certain.
right.
I'm not debating.
What I'm going to ask you to do is turn down your speaker, move your sign off of there, and have a nice day.
okay.
That's what I would
I'm
ask
from
you to
Chicago.
do.
We have a debate
Okay.
code. So.
Can I respond to that?
You can do whatever you like.
Are you going to listen? Because if you're not going to listen, I won't bother responding. I'll just continue about my business. I'll just continue about my
Move your
business.
sign and we'll be good.
Okay, so you're coming back with an ordinance for the sign, right? Okay. All right, we'll see you in 5 minutes. Thank you.
It is 29-2.
Yeah, I thought it was.